Hi, everyone, and welcome to Pace Studio on the Road. We're here at Ilegal Mezcal in Greenpoint, Brooklyn right now with Eleri Ward. Eleri, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right. And thank you very much, audience. This is always nice to have some energy coming back to the performer on sessions like this. And Eleri, we're about to hear 3 of your songs. All of them are from the new record. Comes out September 26th, called Internal Rituals. What do you want to do first today?
I am going to start with a meditation on the present moment, because that's where we are. This is called Float. What if I just fell into the pool? Open arms, a doubtless dive to blue. And when I hit the water top, I don't have to swim at all. What if I just fell right into you? Maybe I could be just where I am, held by water weightless as the air. Nowhere that I have to be, so let my mind please stay with me. Maybe I could feel like this again and float, I don't have to move, just What if I just fell into the pool? Oh, open arms, a doubtless dive to blue. And as I hit the water tap, I don't have to swim at all. Now that I just fell right into you, I float, Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Eleri. That sounds
Thank you.
great.
Thank you.
Can you, for people who might just be becoming familiar with your music, can you draw us the through line between violinist at a young age to Sondheim to where we find ourselves now and where we might be
Yeah.
headed with the record that's coming out shortly?
Yeah, it feels like I was born with music in my head. I grew up, before I could even speak, I was just like humming things all the time that I would make up and drive my sister absolutely insane. And it always felt like music was at the forefront of everything I do and have done, including theater and just my artistry in general. And having done musical theater primarily for most of my life, I never really knew how my own voice as an artist was going to kind of combine with that until one day I just randomly decided to make an acoustic cover of a Sondheim song, and I just continued doing that. And then I made an album of those covers in a walk-in closet during the pandemic, and it completely changed my life. And then from there, I felt like I actually had the groundwork of what my authentic voice really has become. And I've written music my whole life. Truly, since I started playing piano at 5, I made stuff up all the time. My first piano recital, my my teacher allowed me to do one of my original compositions for everybody. So songwriting was always there, but it didn't feel like it really had its full fortified capital V voice instilled in it until recently. And now to be making music that feels so true to who I am and the music that I really, really have always dreamed of making, it feels like the non-linear journey of it all has amounted to being where I am now, in a way where hindsight 2020, it does all make sense.
Nice. Well, I'm glad that you have found that voice, and we're hearing all originals today. All of them are from Internal Rituals, and the one we're hearing next, I know it's a heavy voice, like it's a traumatic, heavy tune about a heavy thing that happened, and it's uniquely has happened to you, and so we appreciate that you turned it into art and not just like internal trauma and just squish it down and bury it. What is coming up next? Tell us a little bit about the song, as much or as little as you want, and we would love to hear it as well.
Yeah, this next song, I wrote about my relationship with my father, who hasn't been in my life since I decided to no longer see him when I was 16, I think. And I'm really actually grateful for that relationship because it has enlightened me on so many other aspects and relationships in my life. But you don't really know how much you have grown with that until new situations pop up in your life. So this song really is for anyone who has gone through anything, where they've come a long way with it and they've grown a lot and changed their relationship with it in a really healthy and positive way. But the universe has a way of testing whether or not you really have come a long way or not. So the title of the song is Someone Something New, because those old things, those old haunts inside of us can reincarnate themselves into someone or something new in our current reality. In the present, I'm not thinking, what about that Christmas morning? Little girl now left behind, to forget. Oh, but then you're back in someone, something new. If you were erased completely, I don't think I'd have these feelings. I would be unshaken and free from you. Playing out these roles to solve things. It's so subconscious, you surprise me. Showing up in my other scenes, I miss my cue. To see it was you, it is always, always you. I try to forget, oh, but then you're back in someone, something new. I thought I had it all figured out. I thought I let all the memories drown, but deep in the water, way, way down, I tried not to notice, but I hear that sound. He calls my name, but he has your voice. He calls my name, but I hear your voice. He calls my name, but I know your voice. He calls my name, but I know it's your voice. I know it was you. It is always, always you. I try to forget, oh, but then you're back in someone, something new. It was you. It is always, always you. But I will forget, oh, and then you won't be back again. It's true. It's true. It's true. In the present, I'm not thinking. Thank you.
Right. Thank you. Can we talk even more about internal rituals? Does that song represent a through line or a theme to the record? Have you been writing about challenging personal stuff that happened? Is that a theme, or is there a theme to the record? Is there a cohesiveness to it? Or are you kind of all over the place? Or what have you been feeling about writing? What did you feel about writing when you wrote all these songs?
Yeah, the through line really is just like the ups and downs of introspection and self-transformation and that non-linear growth that ultimately leads to self-actualization and arrival. And each of these songs is a ritual. Songwriting is ritualistic to me. The process of experiencing something in my life and it living inside of my body, and then just finding a way to relate to it and to grow from it through writing about it. Writing feels like the stamp of approval that I have truly processed something in my life. And so all of these songs are those types of rituals. my internal rituals. And it all leads to a place of understanding yourself better. And when you understand yourself better, you look at the world around you differently, the relationships around you differently, and you just relate to the world in a new way because you understand yourself better. So, yeah.
Good, good. I'm glad that that's happening for you personally and professionally and all that. These songs sound fantastic, and there's still one more from Internal Rituals. What do you want to play last today?
I am going to end on self-actualization. I was inspired by Venus. It's the planet that represents love and beauty and creativity. It also happens to be the brightest planet in the night sky, also the hottest planet. And I was just inspired by like what does it feel like to bask in the light of Venus, in that Venusian light. So this song is called Venusian Light. Suddenly I feel so bright, walking in Venusian light, gleaming in my crystallite, glisten to me. Pleasure is a planet, absolved of old granite lies. Pleasure is a place, and I don't have to wait to break away to claim what's mine. Ooh, oh. Now I'm a new kind of lover. Ooh, oh. Now I'm a new kind of love. Suddenly I feel so bright, living in Venusian light, moving on oasis time. Listen to me, took a while to get here. Days a whole year, love is a frontier that's open wide. Ooh, oh, oh. Now I'm a new kind of lover. Ooh, oh, oh. Now I'm a new kind of lover. Ooh, oh, oh. Now I'm a new kind of lover. Ooh, oh, oh. Now I'm a new kind of lover. I ride into the Venusian light. 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 Thank you.
All right, Eleri, thanks for doing this.
Thank you
and
for having
especially
me.
after show day, I know at the time of this taping, you just did Public Records in
Yes.
Brooklyn last night. By all accounts, that was a fantastic show. So thanks for doing this today, and congratulations on the forthcoming release of Internal Results. Internal Rituals. That comes out on September 26th. And thank you again so much for doing this.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. This has been such a pleasure and a joy. Thank you.
All right, thank you.